Hello YouTube, Blue State Refugee here. After a long day, sometimes I come home and I really don't feel like cooking a lot, but I want something that's comforting and satisfying, so I end up making one of my favorite grilled cheese sandwiches, so I'm going to share that with you today. So first we're going to get the front burner here on between medium and medium high, and we have our just a regular skillet. I think that's an 8-inch omelet pan, and to that we're going to give it just a quick spritz with some spray, just like that. We're going to let that start to get warm, and I have some nice whole wheat bread here with no high fructose corn syrup and no sugar added. And we're going to start the sandwich just by taking just a little bit of butter, and we're going to spread that on the bread. Okay. We're going to build this thing right in the pan. Alright, so we lay down our bread, got some cheese, stopped at the deli on the way home, grabbed some cheese, and we're going to put about two and a half slices in there. Then we're going to add some of our bacon in every bite. I'll post a link to that video below, and basically it's just a 2x2 piece of bacon that I've cooked off in the oven, and I like it better than just putting strips on, because I feel I get more bacon in every bite, obviously. And then we're going to top it off finally with some sauteed caramelized onions and some hot peppers out of the garden, and we're going to just lay those right in there just like a so. And that's pretty much it. We built that right in the pan. And now we're just going to find another piece of bread over here, and we're going to top this, and we're going to put it so this one of my pet peeves is when the bread of my sandwich, both sides of the bread do not align properly. I don't know why. It's just weird, but that's how I am. And as you notice, it's a little bit humpy, so we'll try to spread that out a little bit more so it lays a little flatter, and that's good. And once we flip it, it'll all settle in. So you can't really rush this. What happens if you have too high of a heat too fast, then the outside will burn and you won't get a nice melty cheesy center. So we're going to take our time here, and we're going to let the sandwich come to us, and just be nice and slow. And generally the first side takes the longest to get GBD, which is a restaurant term for golden brown and delicious. And I know this because as a young man going to school, I ended up working in a kind of like a party house type of place, where we did banquets, weddings, bar mitzvahs, all kinds of retirement parties, all kinds of stuff. And I started out just as washing dishes, and moved up to, at some point I did some mild prep work, and it was fun, and it opened my eyes. And I like to tell everybody that I originally wanted to go to the CIA in Hyde Park, New York, to be a chef. And then when I started working in a kitchen, my ideas kind of changed, because I see how they really bust their hump day in, day out, 12, 14 hours a day. You work on the weekends, and you work on the holidays when everybody else is having off. You're there to provide them a place for fun and enjoyment. So I decided that that was not going to be my calling, and I switched trades. But my passion for cooking has not waned, even though I no longer, or chose not to do it professionally. Also, to go with this, you can't go wrong with a good soup. For me, when it comes to grilled cheese, there's only one, and that was something that was my grandmother's favorite. It's the Campbell's Tomato Bisque. Regular tomato soup is pretty good too, but for some reason that just brings everything home to me. So we're gonna look underneath, see what it looks like, and it's starting to just get a little brown. We're gonna feather the heat up just a touch more. Like I said, you can't rush this. And after a long day, this helps you decompress a little bit. Maybe you're making grilled cheese, you're making some soup, you have a cocktail or two, and pretty soon your day turns around. If it wasn't so good to begin with, because we always get those days every once in a while. And this is, if you saw my macaroni and cheese video, I think this is just as much comfort food as that was. And I guess everything revolves around cheese for comfort foods, I've noticed. But I'm going to give this a few more minutes. So if you've liked this video and you found it to be entertaining or enlightening, please like, share, and subscribe to me on YouTube. You can also check us out on Facebook. We have a Facebook page that's just about Blue State Refugee and the stuff that I like, and I'm sure that there are some things that you might find of value on there. So check us out. It's Blue State Refugee, all one word. Facebook.com/Blue State Refugee. And I'm also enjoying, I'll give another shameless plug for the guys out in Utah. I'm enjoying some Black Rifle coffee. This is the Beyond Black. It's very, very bold, like an espresso roast, or what I've heard people term like a full city roast. And it's whoops, we got a little onion overboard there. We'll stick that back in there. We're not gonna let him get away. No way, no how. All right, so it's looking pretty good. You can start to smell the bread, and it's kind of nutty. So, and that pan is hot. Okay. I think I might be ready to flip. And it is. And give it one big whamming productive motion, and voila. And there we go. And we got a nice little crust there. Now what I found is, at this point, I turn the heat back because there's a lot of residual heat in that pan, and we want it to go a little slower and not cook right so fast. And you can tell it's got a nice, gonna have nice texture on the outside, and that's what we're really looking for. Now the big challenge is going to be to wait after this is done before you bite into it, because it's going to be pretty hot, and that cheese is going to be like molten lava. So we want to try to resist as much as possible. Let me slide that over there. I've got a plate here for recovery. I'm going to turn that down just a little bit more. I'm back down to the middle of the medium setting. Yeah, that's just about there. And I think that looks pretty darn good. It's all nice and crispy too. Put that back to that side just for a brief moment. And there you have it. Blue State Refugees version of bacon, caramelized onion, grilled cheese sandwich. Hope you try it at home. The caramelized onions add a really nice sweetness to it, and along with the little diced up hot peppers. And I'll show you that side, and there we are, and everything is beautiful. I'm going to turn the heat right off, and we're going to set that on the plate, and we're going to wait. Now, like I said, if you found this video of value, please like, share, and subscribe. It's important that we begin to think free and act free so that we can truly be free. Long live the Republic.